Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Find the value of x. X is the index. I saw a few do quite a lengthy working. If you refer to the law of indices, if we have the same base, if you divide index form with the same base, what that means that you can simplify by subtracting the index, and therefore x is equals to 4. As simple as that. Okay. The length L meters of a piece of material 4.5, correct to the nearest 10 centimeter. Complete the statement about the value of L. 4.5, 10 centimeter. First thing that you need to be aware of, these two are two different units. So you can't proceed yet. Make sure that it needs to be in the same unit. So we should be changing 10 centimeter into meter. Smaller unit to bigger unit, so you divide. So 10 divided by 100, why 100? Because 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So that is equals to 0.1 meter. So for this question, the rounding off is correct to the nearest 0.1. Then you can proceed with the number line, 4.5 here. And because it's correct to 0.1, that means here is 4.6, and the number before would be 4.4. So the lower bound and the upper bound is between these two numbers, 4.45 and 4.55. That would be the final answer. Okay. Question 23. X is a natural number less than 12. That means 12 is not included. It stops until 11. So set S is given, set T is given. Complete the Venn diagram. First, we identify, is there any similarities? Is there any common numbers? So we can see 1 and 1 is the same thing. 7 and 7 is the same thing. So these values that is the same, that is where you put it in the middle. And then the remaining, we put it outside, but still inside the circle. So that means for S, 4 and 10 should be in this region. So we just write 4 because 10 is already written. For set T, the one that has not been written down is 3, 5, 9, and 11. And that is where we write down here, 3, 5, 9, 11. Make sure the numbers are not close to each other, or else it look like 35 if you write 3 and 5 close together. But before you move on to the next question, you need to recheck, making sure that all the numbers, all the natural numbers are there. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have 6. That means we need to add 6 outside there because it does not belong in S or in T. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So all numbers are accounted for, and that is how you can get that full marks. Make sure you double check that you have all the numbers written in. In a class of 30 students, 13 travel to school by bus. There are 570 students in the school. Find the expected number of students in the school who travel by bus. So if there are 30, there would be 13 who travel by bus. So if there are 570, how many would travel by bus? Okay, so you can use question ratio on this one. So you can have 13 divided by 30 times by 570, and you will give to 247. Question 25. Don't freak out by this. Just read through the questions. The diagram shows a flagpole BD That's the flagpole BD held by two ropes AD and CD. So AD and CD are the ropes. ABC is a straight line. So ABC is straight line. Angle ABD is 90 degrees. Angle ABD is 90 degrees. AD is 21.2 meter. That is given. AB 16.5 meter. That is given. And angle BCD is equals to 48. That is given. Okay, just double check all the values that is given are there. Now, show that the height of the flagpole of BD is 13.3. So when you look at this, when you look at BD, what you can look at it is this triangle here. There's a clue already being given, the 90 degrees for that triangle. So if I were to draw that back, which I encourage you so that you can not confuse with the bigger triangle. So BD is the one that we want to find. This one is given as 21.2, 16.5. Right angle triangle, C square is equal to A square plus B square, or soh kah toa. Since no angle are given, that means we don't need to use soh kah toa. So we use the Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem, we label the side opposite, that is always the C. That's A and then that's B. So writing down the formula, C square equals to A square plus B square. C square is given 22.2 square. Just substitute. Don't think of solving yet. Substitute first. A is 16.5 square. B is the side that we are given. Let me move this up. You don't need the diagram anymore. Okay. Minus 16.5 square both sides. And you get, using a calculator, I haven't calculated this one. Okay, using a calculator, 21.2 square minus 16.5 square, that gives you 177.19 equals to BD square. Square root both sides. Square root of BD square is BD. Square root of 177.19 is 13.31127, and then correct to one decimal place. So BD is equals to 13.3 meter shown. Writing down the numbers correctly, that give you 1 mark. Simplifying it, that will get another mark. And final answer, that will give you a final mark. Calculate the length of the rope CD. So CD is next one. So CD is this. So what you consider is the whole triangle here, and CD is this side. This is 90 degrees because this is a straight line. If one angle is 90 degrees, the other one should be 90 degrees as well. So we redraw that back again with that 90 degrees, and then that's C, and then that's D, and then that's B, and here the angle is 48. Okay, again, it's either C square is equals to A square plus B square, Pythagoras, or Toa Soh Kah. In this case, the side is given, angle is given, that means definitely not Pythagoras theorem, Toa Soh Kah. So we know BD. BD is the one we just found, that BD is equal to 13.3. So I can put that down here, given that BD is 13.3. So label again, opposite the 90 degrees, that is the hypotenuse. The side where the two angles are, so that will be the adjacent. That means the remaining would be the opposite. So in this case, we have values opposite and hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse is sine. Sine theta equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Substitute, theta is the angle 48, opposite is given as 13.3, hypotenuse is the one that we want to find, which is CD. Multiply both sides with CD. So we have CD times sine 48 equals to 13.3. Divide both sides by sine 48. So CD is equals to 13.3 divided sine 48. Use your calculator. You get this. And should give the answer correct to 3 significant figures. 1, 2, 3. So 17.9. Okay, and that's it.